All right, right now we're talking about the number one trait that you need to succeed in life, to go out there and become successful in no matter what you're trying to do, no matter what goals you set for yourself, what aspirations. I'm going to give you the number one trait you need. Okay, the number one trait, no matter what you're trying to do, you're trying to get better at, you need this. Okay, you will need this. And that one trait is having optimism, basically having faith. Okay, both in yourself and if you're a believer like myself in a higher power, right? You need to have that faith and, of course, that optimism. Because if you don't have optimism, if you don't have faith in yourself, how do you expect to go out there and create something out of nothing? Because that's essentially what you're about to do. You're about to try to create something out of nothing, something that did not previously exist. You're about to go create that. Right? Some of the biggest inventions in the world, like some of the biggest just dreams that have been accomplished. I mean, even look at Vegas. I mean, Vegas looked very different just 20 years ago, 30 years ago, right? You guys who came here in the 80s or the 90s did not look like this, right? Whether you like it or not, that's not the argument here. I mean, some people liked it better in the 80s. I didn't get to see it back then. We're too poor to come here. So I've only seen it like this, right? But apparently this was the dream child of Steve Wynn. Okay, so Steve Wynn, I guess that's his hotel down the block, the Wynn, the Encore. So a lot of this was his idea that he conjured up in his mind of how he saw Vegas progressing in the future and what he wanted to create. And obviously he got other people on board and other investors, and then other moguls came out here and started building even more casinos and big architecture and big structures. And this is what you have, right? I mean, it's pretty amazing, whether you like it or not. I mean, we got an Eiffel Tower out here. We got the Bellagio fountains behind me over there. The sun's glaring down. I have an excellent view of the place. But what created all this, right? I mean, even if you look at any city, it doesn't even just have to be Vegas, any city, New York, San Francisco, whether you like those places or not, they're all crime-ridden. But if you look at the architecture, the structures, everything else, you have to be amazed by that. Like, wow, who did all this, right? How did this start? It started in somebody's mind, right? Usually one man starts in his mind, and then he gets other people to believe in that through his optimism, through his charisma, his excitement. He gets other guys excited, and they start to jump on board. They're like, yes, let's build this, right? Let's create this out of nothing, something that did not exist previously. Everything you're looking at here, right here behind me, did not exist just 30 years ago in the 80s, right? Did not exist. Now it does, right? Thanks to that optimism, that vision that so many of these men have. And that's what you have to have for yourself, is that vision, that optimism, and that faith that you can go out there and do that, right? No matter what it is. I mean, even as simple as getting six-pack abs. In order to get six-pack abs, say you're fat right now, right? You have to envision it. Or say you were once fat and you lost weight and you got into better shape. How did that start? It started with you, A, being optimistic that you can do it, and then B, envisioning it, and then C, just doing it, right? Doing it. And carrying it through to the end because you have that faith in yourself. And I just did a coaching video on nihilism and why I don't adopt that mindset, and I'll never agree with it. And I've lost actually one friend of mine, one main wingman of mine, who just adopted a nihilistic mindset, right? He was a pretty good PUA that I used to wing with, and he just decided nope, all about looks. Nope, all about looks, even though he was doing pretty good. He was doing pretty good. And he was pretty talented. I don't know why he just turned into Anakin Skywalker one day, but he did. And our values no longer aligned. And I had to just stop hanging out with him. And then he just kept sending me things that were, toxic or negative, and I tried to be friends with him as long as I could. Then it got to the point where it's dude, now you're affecting my mood every day. And it's I don't want to hear it. I warned him a number of times. Then I finally just had to cut him off. And I'm like, dude, enough, right? Just enough, right? Because it's everything had no meaning. Life is meaningless. There's no point in doing anything. And he just adopted this very nihilistic mindset that I just couldn't be a part of anymore. And I'm like, right or wrong, I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning your beliefs. You have a right to believe what you want. But you know what? So do I, right? So do I. And if I want to adopt the belief of optimism and faith and everything else that has gotten me as far as it has, that's what I'm going to do, right? That's what I'm going to do. And of course, a lot of the guys who are nihilistic be like, you're just coping, you're just coping. It's like, well, look how far coping has got me. Awesome, right? Look what coping has built. Coping's built a whole lot. So sometimes it works, right? Sometimes it works, especially when you're using it to lift yourself up instead of bring yourself down. You're using it to build yourself and to become something more than you ever thought you could, right? I'm living proof of that. I never thought I would achieve, like, I would be here. Just put it that way. I don't like talk about like finances too much, but never thought I'd just be here, and especially for the entire month. It gets looking at this view every day, you know, and not having to go back. I could go back. I don't have to go home. I could stay here as long as I want. I could stay another month, 6 months if I want. I don't have to, right? And yeah, I mean, even security actually like dialed in, and they had to come in my room actually yesterday because they say anybody who stays like that amount of time, they have to do a check on the room to make sure you're not doing anything nefarious or anything, because they were like, it's just very unusual that anyone stays in Vegas this long, especially in the hotel room, unless you're like Elvis or something. And I'm like, I'm definitely not Elvis, but I'm like, I'm just a guy who wants to stay as long as I want. I have no reason to go home right now, and I can do this. You know, and of course the guy was like, what do you do? And all I said was, I just said I had an internet business. That's just the simplest thing. I don't really get into like, oh, my YouTube, you know. But in any case, guys, I mean, in order to accomplish and succeed at anything in life, you need optimism, right? You need to have that invisible faith, man, because you have nothing else to go on. Right? You can envision in your mind what you want it to look like, which I highly suggest you do when you're trying to accomplish your goals. Like, envision exactly the life that you see for yourself, the body you see for yourself, if you're dating like I am still, the women that you see in your life, the friends that are in your life. Just envision that as perfectly as possible, and you'll be quite surprised. Like, if you actually go forward and you exercise that optimism and you get out there and pound the pavement and do the work, how close to that you will get. Okay, you will be very surprised, even surpass that, right? You can even surpass that just by having that blind faith in yourself, that blind optimism that is required to really just get above, this existence that most people are living out there, right? Most people are not actually living their lives. They're just, for the most part, they're just existing, right? Like right now, we just are still going through the the lockdowns and all that. And no matter what side you're on, I just see a lot of people basically sitting back and existing, waiting for the next marching orders, waiting for them to move the goalpost again, waiting for the next Roni, to come around, or the next whatever it is, the next mandate. It's like they're just waiting and waiting. They're just, it's like, dude, are you even living anymore? Or are you just existing? Right? So in order to get above that, you have to have that optimism and that faith in yourself to get things done. Right? Don't worry so much about what other people are doing. Worry about yourself. Okay? You'll become successful, man. But you can't do it if you adopt this nihilistic attitude that, everything is nothing and life is meaningless, and what's the point? Because people who adopt that attitude end up, committing suicide, right? Because they just give up on themselves. Most people who end up killing themselves, aside from psychological reasons, it's because they just gave up. They lost hope. They lost faith. They lost that optimism. All right? And I never want that to happen to you. So stay optimistic, stay faithful, envision what you want for yourself, and just go out and do it. Just shut up and go out there and do it. That simple. So, until next time, drop the comments below. Let me know if there's anything I missed in tonight's coaching video, anything that you would like to add. Share below with the tribe, any experiences you had that you want to share below. Go ahead and share those below. Always happy to see you guys in my comments. Always happy to read them. So drop those comments below. So until next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets, signing out here from top of Vegas. Have an excellent view as always, and I always love to share it with you guys. So here we are. Hope you're enjoying it as well. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe to my channel. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, so please make sure you're subscribed as well. That way you'll get my videos fresh as I upload them, and you won't have to dig and search through YouTube and waste your time doing that. You will get them as I upload them. The second I upload them, you will be notified. Right? So make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well. And for all of you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that, obviously, is to protect my content from YouTube in the event they try to shut me down one day. All of my premium Alpha Male Secrets content will be protected. And it's real easy to get signed up. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me who can't afford $1. Right? Really easy to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box and we'll take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now and I will see you in my next coaching video. Alright, signing out over here from Vegas. Got the Eiffel Tower behind me. Got the Cosmo where I used to stay. Long story with that. Nothing against the Cosmo. The Aria in the distance there. I think you can see Vidara and the Luxor, Big Pyramid, Mandalay Bay, and there goes Bellagio right across. But it's an excellent view, and I usually leave my curtains open. I wake up to this like this big sunshine just coming through my window, but I love to wake up to this view. It's spectacular, and if you've never been to Vegas, you should come and check it out. It's pretty awesome. So until next time.